Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I have a full body classical Pilates workout for you with a little bit of some contemporary. So just grab your mat and some water and let's get started. We're first just going to take a couple of breaths here. So lie down on your mat, press your spine into the mat and pull your waist down to your spine. Take a few deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Let the air exit out of your lungs. And then we're just pausing, breathing at the top, and then exhaling again. Do this a couple more times before we prepare for our 100. So you're lifting up at a 45-degree angle with the legs and pumping your arms, gazing in towards your navel. When you begin to work with the breath, you inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Keep pulling your waist down into the mat. You're doing great. Keep reaching forward with the fingertips and the toes as you pull the waist down onto your spine. Keep going here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. Good. Let your arms come up overhead, legs come down for your roll up. Flex your feet. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up and reach for your toes, pulling the waist back to the spine as you reach your fingertips forward. Place your hands down on the mat, and then you're beginning to come back, slow and controlled. We go again. You reach up, slow and controlled, reach for the toes. You're reaching forward as you're pulling the waist back, and then slowly coming down bone by bone. We're doing that a couple more times. Keep pressing your heels down into the mat, as well as the rest of your legs. Arms come up overhead. Exhale as you reach forward. Inhale, come back. Exhale, lower everything down, keeping your shoulders down and away from your ears. Keep reaching forward, stretching the back of the legs, and pushing your feet towards the opposite wall. Hands will come down. Adjust a little bit like I have to. You'll see that a lot in this workout. But we're just rolling with it, no pun intended. So we're lifting the legs up and over for our rollover. Touch the toes behind you and then separate the heels to come down slowly, bone by bone. And then we connect the heels, reach back up and over again. Good. You want to think about floating the core up when you bring the legs up and over. And again, coming down slow and controlled. Now we reverse. So separate the heels first, come up and over, reach up with the hips, connect the heels, and then roll down one vertebrae at a time. Keep going. Pull the waist back as you lower down without collapsing your thighs. So really think about floating down here. And then from here, you'll lower one leg for single leg circles. Right away, across the opposite shoulder. You reach down, up, and around. Think about the accent as you circle up. This is 3. Exhale as you circle. 4 and 5. Now don't make my mistake, I forgot to reverse the direction, but after you do 10, crossing across your opposite shoulder, you're going to reverse the direction. So make sure that you do 10 circles in the reverse direction. I do it on this side, so you guys will see the visual here. You're circling down and around, and then you reverse for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Keep going. And then we lower. Lift the arms up overhead, come into a roll up, lift up, reach for the toes. And then you're placing your hands down on the mat to scoot your seat forward for rolling like a ball. Place your hands on your ankles and then rock back slightly on your tailbone. You're going to come back onto your shoulder blades and then you're going to come back up. Very quick here. Reaching up with the core, rocking back, massaging the spine. And you lift up, balancing so that your toes don't touch the floor. Keep going, and you push up. Good. Couple more times. And then you bring your hands down and take a sip of water. If you have a towel with you, just cool down for a moment. Take this breather. And And then we're gonna come back down onto our mat, bringing both knees into the chest. Bring one knee in, and then you switch for single leg stretch. Right hand comes to the right ankle, and then left hand comes to the left ankle. And you switch. Exhale, switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Good. Both knees come in, double leg stretch. Arms and legs extend out at the same time. Circle the arms first, so you reach out, circle the arms, then the knees come in. Keep your head up and gazing in towards your navel. Awesome, you can keep doing it. Keep going. You're doing so well. Rock up. And then you're sliding back again so that your legs are extended. Flex your feet and then separate your heels so they're hip distance apart. Arms will reach out in front of you. Dive forward with the forehead, spine stretch forward. Bring the hands down to the mat, and then you're reaching for 1, 2, 3, and then you stack yourself back up to sit up tall. You can place your hands down onto the mat for the rest of the repetitions. Keep reaching forward, and then you stack yourself back up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come forward. Keep reaching the forehead between the knees and lift up. Again, you come down, 2, 3, and then you lift back up. Keep pulling the waist back as you reach your forehead forward. Good. Bring the heels back together, and then you're scooting your seat back in for open leg rocker. Sit back on your tailbone, grab your ankles, and then you're in this tight V, almost like a teaser. Begin to rock back onto your shoulder blades, just like you did with rolling like a ball, and then you're lifting back up. See, it's a little bit hard, but the more you do it, the more consistent you are, the more you'll be able to lift and hold. Really challenge your balance here. Make sure your arms are nice and straight, as well as the legs. It'll help you come back up, lift your chest, and then rock back. Good, keep going. And then you connect the heels together again, walk your hands down, lift the legs up to the ceiling, and then we're going to transition into our next exercise. Corkscrew. You lift the hips up, and then you slide down on one side. So come down onto one hip, circle the legs again, and then you lift straight up and back. Down on one hip, and then you lift back up. Pull the waist back, lift the hips. Make sure that the thighs are not collapsing, so really control your descent as you come down. We're working the side of the body, the obliques, the whole body here. Circle the legs, reach the toes up and over. And then you'll just rock back up. Adjust it if you need to. Take a sip of water. And then we'll continue. All right, saw. Legs are out in front of you. You're reaching out with your arms in a T, pivoting to one side, and then you're trying to saw off your pinky toe with your fingertip. 2, 3, you lift up and twist. Reach. 2, 3, inhale, lift. Exhale, exit all the air out of your lungs as you reach. And you switch. Lift back up. Place your hands down. Bring your heels together. And then flip onto your back for swan. What you'll do here is you're bringing your legs together or apart. Stack your hands on top of each other, and then you'll press your forehead onto your hands. From here, scoop your belly up into your spine, bringing the legs together, and then you're lifting the forehead up with your chest, holding, and then you lower back down. We'll do this a couple more times. You lift up, hold, and then lower. Again, lift up and lower. Good. Little challenge with our swan. You'll hover the hands off the mat, lift your chest, lift your hands off, and then lower down. Again, you lift up, lift the hands, lift the chest, place the hand down, lift the chest, and then lower back down. Press back into a child's pose. Breathe. It's our first break, so take advantage, even though it was a short one. All right. Single leg kick. You're making 2 fists, and then you're up on your elbows. Pull your waist up off of the mat and kick your seat with your heels. You press. Kick, kick, and down. Kick, kick, and down. Good. Keep pulling the waist up. Press your elbows down into the mat. Broaden the collarbones. Keep going. Doing so good. Good. We lower back down. Wrap your arms around and place your hands on top towards your bra line for double leg kick. We lift. Reach out, lengthen the legs, lift the fingertips, lift the chest, and then you bring your other cheek on top of the mat. You kick for 1, 2, lengthen the arms and legs out, and then come down, switch to the other cheek, 2, lengthen. Again, we kick and kick, lengthen. Again, we kick, kick, and lengthen. Reach with the toes and the fingertips. Press your hips down into the mat. 1, and then we come back into our child's pose again. Great, so now we're moving on to our neck pull. Bring your legs out in front of you, lie all the way down, bring your hands behind your head. Your legs are about 50% apart. You're reaching up like you would in a crunch, hinging back with a flat back. Go as far as you can before curling your tailbone and then coming all the way back down. You reach up and over. Press your heels down into the mat. Hinge back, pull the waist back, and then you're coming back down again. Keep going. I know this is a very tough one. It's super challenging on the core, being able to keep our legs down and pressed into the mat, but you're doing great. You lift up and back, curl the tailbone, and then roll back down. Let's come all the way up. I'm just going to adjust my mat real fast, come out of the sun because it was a very hot day this day. Great choice to be outside for a workout. Rolling all the way down. And then we're bringing the legs up overhead again. Bring your hands on top of your sacrum or your lower back. Lift your legs up to the ceiling. Begin to scissor your legs, bringing one leg back and the other leg forward. Feel the stretch in both of your legs as you reach your toes in opposite direction. Keep pulling your waist in towards your spine. Hips are high. You keep scissoring. Exhale as you switch. And switch. And switch. Now we bicycle. Bring both legs up, bend the knee, and bicycle the legs in one direction. Make sure both legs straighten before the other bends in. And then we reverse the direction. Good. Keep lifting your hips up, pulling the waist into the spine, stretching both legs in opposite directions. And then you just lower down. We're going to come into our hip bridge. So you just bring the feet down. You keep your hips high. Place your hands on your glutes, sacrum, either will work. You could also bring your hands down onto the mat if that feels better for you. So from here, your hips are lifted, bring one knee into your chest, extend the leg to the side, and then you're just lowering and lifting the leg, just to knee height with the opposite leg. You flex down, point to bring the leg back up. You're moving the leg from your core, so the leg should feel nice and weightless. The more you build your core strength, the more light the rest of your body will feel. You keep going. Then you place the foot down, and then you switch to the other side. Lower the hips just to give yourself a little breather. You'll lift back up, extend the leg up to the ceiling, and then you come down and land. 2, 3. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Keep lifting the hips up high, squeezing the glute. This should feel really great right in the glute and the inner thigh. Down and lower your hips. Extend the legs out. Come into a roll up again. Reach forward. Feel the stretch in the lower back. And then you'll come up. Bring your hands behind you and take a little breather here. You're lying back down. Hands are planted down into the mat. Bring the legs back again. Begin to lift the legs up to the ceiling. And then you're rolling down slow and controlled, circling the legs. And then you lift back up. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. And then come back down. Again, you reach up and over, lift the toes up to the ceiling, and come down slow and controlled. You do that again. Pull the waist back, reach the toes up to the sky, flip the palms, and come down. You'll feel that in your shoulders. Palms will face back down, sit back up, adjust, take a drink of water, and then you're coming down onto your side for our side kicks. So line your entire body up with the mat, and then you're bringing your legs forward to the opposite side of the mat. Hands will come behind the head, or you can place your hand down to brace your core. You kick the leg forward, and then you kick the leg back. You kick front, point the foot, and kick back. Keep going. Flex, kick front, point, kick back. Good. Feel the length in your neck. Push the shoulders down. Press the bottom leg into the mat so that your upper body stays nice and sturdy. It's not rocking back and forth. The leg is just moving from the core and the hip. And then we'll just switch to the other side. Line your entire body up at the edge of the mat. Both hands behind the head. Point, kick back, flex, kick front, point, kick back. Pull the waist in towards your spine. Shoulders down, lengthen the neck. Press the bottom leg down into the mat. Everything is stable. It is just the leg moving back and front. You should feel it right in the glute and in the hip. Let's come all the way up. Let's prepare for our teaser. You'll bring your legs up in a high V, and then you'll bring your hands up to hover over your legs. You hold. Pull the waist in, begin to rock back to your shoulder blades, and then you'll lift back up. Legs stay nice and still, reaching away from the hands, but you're reaching the hands for the toes. Tap the fingertips to the toes, and then come back down. We're doing that 2 more sets. So, again, you'll come back onto your tailbone, and then you'll lift the legs up. Hands will come up. Nice strong teaser. Rock back onto the shoulder blades and lift. For 2 and 3. Reach. Tap the toes. Bring the legs down. Breathe for the moment. And then we're going to do that one last time. So lift the legs up. Arms reach for the toes. Come back onto the shoulder blades. Reach up. Pull the waist back. And you lift. Last time. Reach up. Tap the toes. And then you'll lower the hips. Begin to reach your arms around and back. This way we're doing our double leg circles. So you can either be on your hands or propped up on your elbows. Choice is yours. Lift the legs up. I'll be on my hands. And then we're just circling in one direction with the toes. And then we're reversing the direction. So you go to the right, down, around, and up. And then to the left, down, around, and up. Lift the legs up. Proud chest, broaden the collarbones as you reach up. Good. Bring the legs down. Take a breather. That was a hard one. And just adjust. Take a sip of water. And then lie down on your belly for swimming. Reach the arms and legs up. And you're lifting one opposite leg to shoulder. Lifting and swimming. Reaching with the toes and the fingertips long. Press the thighs down into the mat. And then come back onto your child's pose. Breathing. Come back up onto all fours, into your high plank. We're reaching up with one leg, lengthening the toes behind us, feeling into that individual glute. We lift up again. Pull the waist in and reach the toes back. Press down into the arms, lifting from your armpits, and then from here we're just twisting over to be in a reverse plank, and then we're kicking the leg again, up. You reach, Keep lifting the hips, pulling the waist down to the spine. Good, strong shoulders. Keep pressing your hands down into the mat. And then we'll come down onto one knee, getting ready for our side kicks again with a little bit of more of a challenge. So challenging our stability again, we flex and then point back. Flex and point back. Flex, kick front, point, kick back. Same principle here. We're lengthening in the neck. We're lifting from under with our torso. And then we're coming on to the other side. We flex, kick to the front, point, and kick back. Neck is long, core is in nice and tight so that the upper body stays nice and still. It's just the leg moving. Press the bottom foot down into the ground. Doing so well. Bring the knee down. Getting ready for our side dips. You come on to one hand, just like you're going to prepare for a side plank. You can keep your legs stacked, or you can do the same as me and bring one knee down. Top leg is extended out, arm is down by your hip, and then we're just lifting right back up, just like we're doing a side plank dip. So you'll feel this in the side abdominals, the obliques. You reach down and lift up. Now with the arm, bring the arm back down to the hip, and you reach. Feel the stretch and the strengthening in your side body. We teaser out, something a little fancy here, to come to the other side for a smooth transition. And we repeat. So we're bringing the hip all the way down to the mat, and then we're lifting back up with the opposite oblique. You reach down and lift. One more like this. Last two, we're gonna add the arm. And you reach. And reach. And then you'll come down. Coming down again to get ready for our boomerang. So we bring the legs up overhead again. Arms are down on the mat. And then you cross the ankles, sliding down, roll up into your teaser. Crisscross the ankles again, and then reach forward, bringing the arms back. And then you roll down. We're going to do that again. Cross the ankles, roll down and roll up to your teaser. Reach for the toes, cross the ankles, dive forward, bringing the arms back. Do that again. Pull the waist back into the spine. Crisscross the legs, roll down and up. Lift up. This will challenge you being able to roll down without collapsing your thighs, because you're coming right up into that teaser. Begin to roll down, reach up, cross the legs, arms sweep back, and you lift up. Dive the hands forward for seal. Clap the heels together for 1, 2, 3. Rock back onto your heels, and then lift back up. 2, 3. Rock back to the shoulders and lift up. 1, 2, 3. Rock back. 1, 2, 3. Rock up. 1, 2, 3. Flick the heels together. 1, 2, 3. Rock back up. 2, 3. Roll back. 2, 3. Lost it a little bit there, but make sure that you bring the hands down, and just as you need to. Coming onto our side for a little combo. So lie down onto your side. You'll bring the leg forward, sweep the arm back, sweep the arm forward as the leg comes back, and then lift up into a side teaser. And then you'll come back down. Sweep the leg forward and back. Lift up into that teaser. Pull the waist back. You reach. The leg will sweep forward and back. Lift up to the teaser. Bring your arms up, and then you'll come down. Teaser up to switch to the other side. Lying down on your side, arm overhead. The arm sweeps back as the leg sweeps forward. Reach up. Again. We sweep forward and back. Lift up. And last time, try to bring the arm up into your full teaser, and then you'll come on down. Preparing for our controlled balance, you'll lie down on your back and bring your legs up overhead, touch your toes to the floor. Sweep your arms up and over to grab one ankle as one leg lifts up to the ceiling. And then you'll switch. Keep lifting your hips up, pulling your waist back into your spine so you can keep your balance. Keep pulling the leg down as the leg lifts up to the ceiling. Good. Keep going. You switch, and then you sweep the arms back down to the mat and pull your waist down to the mat. rocking forward. And then we're standing up for our last exercise, which is our push-up. Reach the arms up and overhead. Bring the arms down and tuck the chin. Begin to walk your hands down across the mat to your high plank. Now you can keep your high push-up or you can come down onto your knees. I will stay down on my knees and we push up for 1, 2, and 3. Good. Bring the feet back down into your high plank. Walk your hands up and then reach your arms up. We're doing that 2 more sets. So we walk the hands up. Knees will come down, or you can challenge yourself and do your high push-up. It is up to you. Then walk your hands back. Reach the arms up and over. And we'll do that one last time. Last time, make this super strong. You push down and push up. Pull the waist into the spine. Stack your feet and then walk your hands up. Lift the arms up overhead. And then you are all done. Thank you so much for joining this workout with me. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video. And I will see you in my next workout. Bye, guys.